Alright guys, I have a crazy special unboxing to do today. I know I don't do these very often, but this is just too cool to pass up. And this is, many of you know that I love Spawn. Specifically Spawn the animated series, Spawn comics, and of course the 1997 Spawn live action movie with Jaleel White. I even love the 1997 live action movie that I own the director's cut and theatrical cut just so I could have the extra less than 1 minute of movie. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. Theatrical edition, 93 minutes. Director's cut, 94 minutes.
Damn.
But this is what I'm really excited about. Out of all the stuff that I've ever seen when it comes to collecting Spawn merchandise, this is the only time I've ever seen this in my entire life since I was probably a child. Many of you probably since this movie first came out. And this is the original 1997 Spawn standee for promotional use in stores only. Some of you may have seen this in the movie theater. Some of you may have seen this in your rental stores. But I have never once in my entire life seen one of these online for sale anywhere in all of the years of collecting Spawn merchandise. So no, even though this looks like it's something from Todd McFarlane about the new Spawn movie that I got somehow exclusively, it's not. But it's just as cool, if not cooler. So far, this is a ton of work, and I respect even more now anyone that ever worked at a Blockbuster, Hollywood video rental store, movie theater who was responsible for building these kind of movie standees, because I am now sweaty, hot, and have some paperboard or cardboard cuts on my hand. So honestly, this has to be one of the fucking coolest things in my entire office, besides Elvira right there. This standee, I've never seen anywhere before, ever, and has to be still the coolest thing I've ever seen when it comes to Spawn merchandise. Sure, there's a lot of cool Spawn toys, there's a lot of cool Spawn comic books, there's a lot of cool Spawn, a lot of stuff. But this fucking standee beats everything. The only thing I would have changed on this fucking standee, if I was in a part of New Line Cinema when this movie was made, in the marketing material right here, this is what I would have changed. These pictures right here, you have Clown, iconic character of the movie, Spawn, our fucking hero or anti-hero of the movie. Then you have Charlie Sheen's dad, Jason Wynn, and then you have Spawn again. These are the two things I would have changed. Taken off stupid Jason Wynn because he's literally nothing, and another Spawn picture. This should have been Clown, Spawn, Violator, Malboja. These two things, if that would have been that, this thing would have been 100%, I think, perfect in every single way. But you can see how fucking tall this thing is when it's done. It's 6 foot with Spawn's two cape tassel things right there. It's 6 foot tall. I'm 5'11", so this thing's taller than me thanks to Spawn's cape. And not only is this thing awesome, but it came with the promotional banner for the release of this movie. I can't really undo it all. Ugh. But there's a whole banner in here for the rated R director's cut and the PG-13 theatrical release. So what I need to do is get this banner framed because it's freaking huge and put it somewhere in this office. And Spawn is just gonna be here forever. He's gonna be a part of my streams and forever a part of this awesome fucking office overlooking everything. Fucking Al Simmons, Spawn. This is an awesome movie, and if you didn't know, I love this movie so much I reviewed it, and I also did a review of the Spawn Armageddon video game on PS2. You can find those two videos here at the end on the cards. Now, while the Spawn movie is not perfect, it has its flaws, it's definitely dedicated very highly to the source material of the comic books. There are some parts of the movie that are line for line out of the comic book, so I highly suggest you guys check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video, and if you haven't watched Spawn, go check it out. It was like the third or fourth superhero movie, anti-hero movie based off comic books ever made because of how high the Spawn comic book sold. It's a big deal. And not only that, if you didn't know, there was a Spawn animated series on HBO, also incredibly good, better than the movies, and is even more dedicated to the comic books in every way. So I suggest checking out all of these as well. I cannot overstate it enough. This thing is so fucking cool, and it doesn't do justice in video of how big this thing actually is.